Hi. I just wanted to give a little bit of an idea of kind of what it is like when you work with Steve. He has been a very profound influence in my life as far as helping me release some of the things that have really tripped me up in an emotional capacity. I first started working with Steve when I found myself pregnant with children number 7 and 8. Yes, twins. Second set of twins, no less. And my body freaked out. My whole digestive system shut down, and I didn't realize I'd been suffering from PTSD. Working with Steve came about because a friend of mine found out that I had been writing goodbye letters to friends and family. I was sure that I was dying in the C-section. And in 3 sessions, he took me from being afraid and fearful about dying in surgery to a mindset where it was a good thing and I could look forward to the birth of my children without the traumatic impact that I was sure would follow. So I've been working with Steve for about 5 years now. Yeah, 5.5 years. And it's amazing the difference that's happened in my life. There have been body changes where at one point I was dealing with some cystitis. Of course, he doesn't cure or treat any disease, but it's funny how when we release those emotions that are held in our body, we also release these issues that we have. He dealt with some fears that I had, some pretty profound life fears, and it was pretty beautiful to, be released from that, and I hadn't even had a chance to see the doctor yet. One of the most powerful things I think that I gained from working with Steve was that I no longer walk in a victim mindset. I've come out of an emotionally abusive marriage and the childhood and upbringing that were not conducive to emotional health. And I'm no longer in the mindset where, I'm expecting people to hurt me. And, the session sometimes looks like he makes observations. And he told me, he said, wow, you really are such a victim. Of course, I was inwardly just a little miffed when he said that, but it was not a judgment. And it's a very sweet, judgment-free zone where you can be open about, hey, this is what's coming up for me. That's not resonating, or this is really difficult, or I feel like that's crushing my soul. And he goes, oh, well, let's work on it. And so when he said that to me, he helped me open up the realm of walking in power instead of walking in fear. And that has been profound. I can't tell you how many doors that's opened for my life. It's helped me to recover my identity of, wait a minute, you can't talk to me that way because do you know who I am? And it's given me some power and a voice to say the things that are important to say. There was a time when I texted him, I said, I am doing some very shameful things, and he helped me release shame and that self-loathing and the guilt that comes from making big mistakes. And so now I can learn from my mistakes because I have the clarity to go, that's not really me. Let's adjust course. And it's been really sweet to start not having that impact and that emotional repercussion of anxiety and stomach aches and all of that kind of thing that go along with carrying shame. It's always really interesting to contact Steve. Of course, I pretty much just say things as they come out. And I texted him one time. I said, I just prayed. I said, please help me. I have a few issues I think I need to work with you around. I just prayed that my ex would jump off a cliff and die. And still, deadpan, even keel. He says, oh, sounds like you do have some work to do. And he helped me release my ex. I told him, I'm not a hateful person. This is telling me that there's something very bad happening within me, and I don't want to be this person who wishes death on others. And being released from my ex was nothing short of being able to breathe and being able to dance and sing and be happy about the way that my life unfolded, even with all the traumatic bumps and whatever else happened. And I recommend Steve to everybody. Random people on the light rail. Chances are that if you're watching this video, it's probably because I said, hey, you need to call Steve. Just idea bounce for a couple minutes and see if he can do anything for you. And he's really helped me, I think, to recover my original intention on earth, my spiritual life purpose, to walk in that power and not that fear, and to claim what it is that my destiny holds for me. And along the way, he's helped with little things of I had a goal of losing weight, and the emotional release around that helped make the weight loss habits easier to hold to. I feel released from accepting blame that it doesn't belong to me, and as a result of that one in particular, I have some pretty solid boundaries that they were previously very difficult to enforce. And I just find in general people treat me better, and I'm happier. I have a light heart, and my life is still chaotic and full of turmoil in a lot of ways, but there's just a calm in the storm. So anyway, give him a call. I hope this helped. Bye.